7-foot NBA centre Steven Adams stands out as an unlikely ambassador for the game of golf in New Zealand. With his trademark tattoos, long hair and iconic moustache, Adams is one of the most instantly recognisable figures in the NBA. But the Oklahoma City Thunder big man has another sporting passion: golf.
Oh, fanged it to the left.
So Steven made the journey home to New Zealand to Auckland's Windross Farm golf course to host his own tournament, where he invited a who's who of New Zealand sport to the first ever Steven Adams Invitational. All Blacks, Black Caps, Olympic gold medal rowers and America's Cup winners.
It's just cool trying another sport and just seeing how you go against other athletes, you know. It's just fun, honestly, seeing these guys. They're really good at golf. I was hoping there would be like more dudes my level, but these guys can play, mate.
The Steven Adams Invitational tipped off in true basketball style at an NBA-inspired draft held at Auckland's Sky City Grand, with Steven drawing a sporting celebrity to captain each of the 15 amateur teams.
With the 7th pick of the 2017 Steven Adams Invitational, our team captain is Beauden Barrett, ladies and gentlemen.
Ian Foster insists that we play once a week. It's good for the headspace, and even more so to beat Izzy Dagg just to shut his mouth for the rest of the week. So every Wednesday we try to get out for a hit, but I probably play once every 3 weeks.
15 Kiwi icons ready to put their sporting reputations on the line. The next morning, the 60-strong field made the journey from Sky City to Windross Farm, ready to show off their swings, where the day teed off with a celebrity long drive competition.
I'm nervous.
And with the lineup including the European Tour's second longest driver this season, Ryan Fox, the real battle was for second spot.
Yeah. 324 are the biggest meters.
Dual rugby and cricket international Jeff Wilson showed he's also handy with the golf club.
Yes, Goldie.
Bombing his drive 278 metres. That mark matched by big swinging black cap Tim Southey.
Oh, yeah. 278.
But they were outdriven by fellow Test cricketer Trent Boult. The classy pace bowler proved he can also get bat on ball, powering his drive 301 metres.
Yeah, I think it was a big part of me coming here today is to try to put a good case forward in the long drive. But yeah, more importantly, beating my friend Tim. Yeah, it was nice to stretch run past him, but it was a bit of a laugh.
Amongst the assembled cast of New Zealand sporting icons then taking to the course was former Blackburn Rovers captain Ryan Nelson. Rock solid in his 198 Premier League appearances, Nelson was a bundle of nerves on the first tee.
I could take 60,000 screaming fans abusing the living daylights out of me any day over getting a golf club in my hand in front of 6 people. Any day.
Oh, wow.
All these rugby and cricketers, they're so good. What do they do in their day jobs? They work?
While Nelson had jetted in from Washington, D.C., Foxy was fresh off the plane from the PGA Championship and primed to pace the fairways with Steven Adams.
Are you hitting, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
He's our biggest sportsman at the moment, worldwide. To be in the NBA is huge, and it's a great turnout. A whole bunch of iconic New Zealand sportsmen, and to be a part of it is a pretty special thing. Getting to swap some stories with them, getting to see the standard of some of their golf today. It's been good fun.
Steven was getting to grips with his new sporting passion, having never played a full 18 holes before.
Was that good?
And early in his round, he lasered an approach into 4 feet, giving him a look at a first ever birdie.
They spin well, mate. They did well. Money well earned.
Pay them the money. Yes. Well done.
I don't want to speak too soon. I'll take that one, though. It's definitely good. Made me feel good. I think it's one of those ones where, I'm getting good now, but then your next 10 shots are going to be like, nah. So we'll see how this next one goes.
Guiding the NBA big man through his first round of golf was on-course coach Guy Wilson, the instructor who took Lydia Ko to world #1 amateur and 2 Canadian Open titles.
Not too many similarities between Lydia and Steven, apart from they play golf on the golf course. As an athlete, he takes to learning and he wants to get better. He doesn't like being useless at something. His driver has been one of the strengths and he's hit a number of really good pitching wedges, which I've got no idea how, but he has.
Beat him! Yes!
In true golfing tradition, Steven was in search of the perfect round.
Consistency. It's probably number one, that's bad. But I get the fluke shots here and there, so which is pretty good. My etiquette is definitely improving as well. That's the main one, etiquette. Are you kidding? Twice!
Steven was impressed with the golf talent on display from his sporting buddies.
Don't show the first 3 shots. Birdie, birdie.
Especially those who shared the same height challenges as the OKC centre, like 2-metre-tall double Olympic gold medalist Mahe Drysdale.
He's good. He's real good. Kind of gives me hope because he's rather tall as well. I just blame it on me being tall, but he's killing it, bro. Got the beaver over here now. See how he goes.
Yes, top of Steven's invite list was Stephen Donald, the All Black cult hero, showing he's just as handy off the golf tee as he is with the kicking tee, claiming closest to the pin honours.
The backspin! The backspin!
The beaver sliding his birdie putt in for good measure.
Oh! The beaver for the win! How good! Sick!
Fellow Rugby World Cup winner Beauden Barrett is billed as the best golfer in the All Blacks, but even he suffered opening hole jitters.
I had a shank on the first hole. I was very nervous. I've never gripped a golf club so hard. You know, just to hang out with, you know, the likes of Steve Adams and, you know, the cricketers, Mahe Drysdale. I could stand here all day talking about them, but the thing we have in common is we love sport and love golf and love giving back to a charity, so it's just good to have a day out on the course and have some fun.
Team Arwen Gutenbiel took out the trophy at the first ever Steven Adams Invitational, where the all-star cast helped raise funds for Steven's charity, Sports Pathways. The trust assisting young Kiwi sporting talent to go from New Zealand to the world stage. The auction even including memorabilia donated by Steven's teammate and NBA MVP, Russell Westbrook.
$25,000! First, second, third, sold!
And while Steven will be swapping his clubs for his OKC Thunder jersey for the upcoming NBA season, he's destined to be back on course with his sporting buddies for another edition of the Steven Adams Invitational.
It was real good fun. This game's tiring after a while, bro. Honestly, fatigue starts kicking in, but yeah, man, I'll be a lot better next year, that's for sure.